to pack a backpacking pack. The first thing you want to put in your bag is your sleeping bag, and you don't want it all fluffed out like this. You want to put it in a compression sack. So this is a little compression sack. So what I start with usually is the bigger part. I don't know, really, doesn't really matter. Then you put this little flap over the top so that all the straps are coming down the side like that. And then you pull down and you go around, and you don't want to go all the way down on one side. You want to do it like little increments. So first thing you put in the sleeping bag. There you go. Okay. So then the other thing that you can do is you'll take some of your extra things. So like my extra long underwear, my extra sock. I'll keep one at the top just in case I get socks wet or something during the hike, etc. Some underwear, like things like that you're not going to wear. And so now that you sort of have the bottom, you would put in gear to be like your heavy things on your back, like right close to your back. You want like your heavy things, your pots, your pans, your tents, your food, stuff like that. And then you have your extra clothes, and then you have like your immediate things. So your headlamp at the top. You want your first aid kit, you're going to have your waters on the sides, and then you can have a tent cover.
You mean a pack cover?
Pack cover, sorry, that's what I meant to say. So basically the way they work is you just take them out and you put them over your back like that. Other thing, if you want to bring a pillow, do not bring like one of these. They're way too heavy, big, and they're cotton and they'll get wet, and it's just not good. If you're going to bring one, bring a backpacking one. I just recently got this. Usually I use just clothes. I'll like take some extra clothes, I'll wrap them up in each other, and that's my pillow. Some people use stuff sacks. This is an example. Some of them are blow up ones, so it's just air. This, you just put clothes in, and that's good. You don't need to have that. That's not necessary. And I put that at the bottom too. I also have these. They're also optional if you need to get up at night. You don't have to put on your cold boots and whatever. So I have those. I put those at the bottom. I put this at the bottom. You also want your mess kit, which is just something to eat food with. Some of them are like little triangles with kits in them, like light my fire, stuff like that. This one's a compressible one, so it goes like that. This one's a cup, spoon, things to eat with. Toiletries, so that's you know, toothpaste, toothbrush, tissue paper if people forget, chapstick, ear plugs. I highly recommend if there are going to be people snoring. Sleeping mat. Usually I put that on the outside, but it can also be down with your sleeping bag. There are blow up ones, there are these ones. Now onto what you're gonna wear. So what I have out right now is like if I were to wear all my layers all at once, this is all the stuff I'd be wearing. Do not wear all your layers starting out hiking because you will get hot even though it's winter, and you will not want to have all those layers on. But if I were to have all my layers on, so here's how it would go. So long underwear, that's just warm tights. Hiking pants, you don't want these to be cotton, no jeans. On the top, your first two layers are gonna be, sometimes in winter when it's warm enough, I'll just wear a t-shirt. So I bring like some sort of hiking shirt, but a lot of the time it's just my Under Armour top, or sorry, a long underwear top, which again is just sort of a warm, tight layer that goes under everything. Then on top of that, you're going to have sort of like a fleece, something that's, you know, like a nice woolly, it's, you don't want like full wool because it's itchy, but like warm layer. And then you want more of a puffy layer. They can be the ones with like the columns, stuff like this. This one looks kind of thin, not puffy, but it's a pretty good one, like that. And then on top of all your stuff, so these are all your things like to keep you warm, and this is like the shell that keeps everything from getting like wet, and like it's just like the front barrier, like the what's a good word for that?
It's your wind and rain barrier.
Yeah. Okay. So you want it to be very water resistant, warm. If you're winter camping, these can be your winter, like your puffy winter pants. Mine are sort of like winter pants slash rain pants because they're not super fluffy, but they are warm. And then here's your shell. This can be your ski coats are great. You can wear like a really solid rain jacket as long as you have plenty of layers underneath it. So yeah, that's what you'll be wearing. When I'm hiking, I'll just have hiking pants, maybe this on top of my legs if it's like really wet and gross. And then on the top, I'll either have this or this or this, and then this. You want this easily accessible. On your feet, you want, okay, actually first, socks. So you want like nice wool warm socks. Eyewear liners, they're just like little thin socks. You can get them at like a outdoor store or online. And they prevent blisters. And then on top of those, you're gonna have like big boots. They can be like nice hiking boots. You want gaiters as well. So gaiters are basically things that you put over your boot, and it's gonna keep like snow from getting in like around your foot. So you put on your boot, and then you put, this isn't really adjusted, but you put like your heel right in there, and then you sort of wrap it up around like that, and as you can see, like nothing's gonna get into my boot, and that keeps it nice and dry. Highly recommend. Even for summer camping, it's gonna be muddy. That's that, and then to top it all off, you got snowshoes. We're likely for the Moosilauke trip, we're gonna probably be using these because it's gonna be snowy. We'll want to avoid what happened at Greylock where we didn't have snowshoes. If it's just like ice and you're worried about like conditions, microspikes. So they're sort of just like some sort of wiry thing or spikes, and you can just buy them at a regular outdoor store. If you don't have any of these things, just email me, and I can get you them from other people in the crew, from me. We have plenty of things. Let me just show you how we put on these particular ones. They don't all look like this, but and then you just sort of stretch them like that. So that's microspikes, but we'll likely be using snowshoes. Oopsie. Not everyone has to have their own personal first aid kit. We have crew first aid kits, so you don't need to bring them, but I bring my own personal one because reasons. You want to also have a winter hat, very important, to keep your head warm when you're sleeping and in general. I also bring like a baseball cap or like sunglasses because especially when there's like snow, there's like light reflecting into your eyes and you don't want that. So hats and sunglasses. Over here, water bottles. This is pretty heavy, so I might not bring this. But if you want like hot cocoa and you want it to be warm, that's that. You want water bottles. 3 liters is good. Yeah, that's about it for personal gear.